Good morning. It's February 16th, and this is To My Liberal Friends. Well, yesterday, Nikki Haley made it official and announced that she is running for the President of the United States. And you can be sure this did not sit well in the Trump family, but for entirely two different reasons. Nikki Haley's been a two-term governor in South Carolina. It was under her administration that the Confederate flag was taken down from the state capitol. In 2012, she defeated her Democratic opponent, Vincent Sheehan, by about 5 points. In 2014, she won re-election by a 14-point margin over the same candidate, exceeding what even the pollsters were predicting. She later became the ambassador to the United Nations for the United States under the Trump administration. In the past, she's hedged her bets on running for the White House, saying she probably would not run if Donald Trump ran again. But I suspect she's watched the polling numbers of Trump and decided if she was going to take the plunge, now was the time. So let's talk for a moment about who Nikki Haley is. Haley was born in Bamberg, South Carolina, and earned an accounting degree from Clemson University. She joined her family's clothing business before serving as treasurer and president of the National Association of Women Business Owners. First elected to the South Carolina House of Representatives in 2004, she served 3 terms. In 2010, during her third term, she was elected governor of South Carolina. As I said, won re-election in 2014. Haley was the first female governor of South Carolina, the youngest governor in the country, and the second governor of Indian descent. She was the first female governor of Asian American heritage. In 2017, Haley became the first Indian American member of a presidential cabinet. Haley was born Nimrata Ricky Randhawa to immigrant Indian Punjab Sikh parents at Bamberg County Hospital in Bamberg, South Carolina. Her father, Ajit Singh Randhawa, and her mother, Raj Kaur Randhawa, immigrated to the United States from India. Her father was formerly a professor at Punjab Agricultural University, and her mother received her law degree from the University of Delhi. This is a well-educated family. Haley was known by her middle name Nikki from her earliest years. And yet you hear liberals on the ABC show like The View call her out for not using her first name, even though the person criticizing her uses the name Sunny when her real name is Asuncion. Talk about some hypocrisy. Haley's parents moved to Canada for a while after her father received a scholarship offer from the University of British Columbia. When her father got his PhD in 1969, he moved his family to South Carolina to be a professor at Voorhees College, an historically black institution. Now, I'm betting you don't hear that much about that in the media. Her mother, Raj Randhawa, earned a master's degree in education and taught for 7 years in Bamberg public schools. You heard that right. She taught in public schools, the same schools that Nikki Haley attended. No private schools for her. That's another plus in my book. In September 1996, Nikki Randhawa married Michael Haley. They celebrated both Sikh and Methodist ceremonies. The couple have 2 children, a daughter and a son. Haley converted to Christianity in 1997, and the liberals have criticized her for that. She and her husband regularly attend the United Methodist Church. She also attends Sikh services once or twice a year. On a visit to India, with her husband in 2014, she stopped by Hamarati Sahib, an Indian shrine. During a Christianity Today interview, when asked whether she hopes her parents convert to Christianity, Haley responded, quote, "What I hope is that my parents do what's right for them," end quote. This was the correct answer in my opinion. My youngest daughter left the Mormon church and joined another religion. She did what she felt was right for her. Her husband Michael is an officer in the South Carolina Army National Guard. During her gubernatorial term, he was sent in January 2013 on a year-long deployment to Afghanistan. I guess he did not have the connections of Trump and Biden to avoid military service, or maybe he thought it was the patriotic thing to do. So what was the reaction in the world of the Trump family? Of course, Donald Trump had to come out and attack her. He does that with anyone who has the courage to challenge him. Look how he started attacking Ron DeSantis. He's not made any, and he's not even made an announcement whether he's running. Trump immediately attacked Haley, saying she wants to cut your Social Security and Medicare. Is he reading from Joe Biden's playbook? Trump seems to be leaning to the left as he tilts to the right. In other words, Trump has no real political affiliation. He's just interested in himself, and he will say or do anything to try and win a few votes. He is really a chameleon. On the other side of the spectrum, Mary Trump, who regularly criticizes her brother Donald Trump, attacked Haley in the vilest terms. And I'm going to quote her. Quote, first of all, F you, Nimrata Haley. Second, you are a racist, anti-American sellout. Third, my friend Daniel Moody has more integrity, intelligence, passion, and decency in one fingernail than you have ever had in your entire being. Finally, you will never be president. End quote. Now, in my world, I guess you'd say, in other words, strong message to follow. Of course, if Donald Trump had not been president, we would never have known who Mary Trump was or heard of her. She has traded on him being her brother to give her some form of notoriety that she could never have earned on her own. But being a typical liberal, she had to come out attacking Nikki Haley because it just would not sit well in the liberal world to have a woman, and a woman of color, being the standard bearer for Republicans. But Mary Trump shows that she lacks any decency with this type of coarse comment. So we can disregard her and allow her to slink back into her hole of anonymity. The bottom line is that Haley is in the field, and I welcome her. She made the point in her announcement speech that we need a new generation of leaders. That could be interpreted as a jab at both Trump and Biden, both of whom would be considered geriatrics. Trump will be 78 and Biden 82 in 2024. I agree with her wholeheartedly. Let's move on from these old guys. Nikki, welcome to the race. I hope you do well. We'll see how it works out. This has been To My Liberal. Thanks for listening. If you like the podcast, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.